Hello, great people. My name is Reverend Ronald Mireku. This is my wife, Priscilla Mireku, Mrs. Priscilla Mireku. And I'm so excited, or we are so excited to come your way today to discuss a very important topic in the thought of love and marriage, and it's the issue of long distance relationship. I think that we personally, we've had some brush with long distance relationship. So some nuggets or some challenges you could experience, we will want to quickly discuss it. So if you are ready, let's go. Wife.
Okay. Yes, husband.
Yeah.
Okay, so long distance relationship. What is long distance relationship? Can you give us the definition?
Long distance relationship. This one is not dictionary definition. It's head definition. It's basically when you're in a relationship with someone who you cannot physically be with. I don't know whether to describe it with hours drive. You can't see the person at your whim or caprice. If supposing I live at let's say Cantonment and I'm dating or married to I'm dating someone at North Kanishi. Whimsically, I can just drive over. But if the person lives in Kumasi, if the person lives in Togo, person lives in the UK, person lives in the US, then you can't just move. You it will take some doing to move. If you are married, sometimes work transfers can separate you. Sometimes, especially work, a lot of times work and some responsibilities can separate you. School can
Yeah.
also separate you. Like somebody is going for further school in the US, in the UK, Canada, Angola, Gambia, for further school. So basically,
Okay.
that's a long distance
Okay, so
relationship.
when this happen,
Hmm.
obviously there are going to be challenges.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
are going to be some struggles.
yeah.
Unless you and your spouse were not in good relationship,
Hmm.
then maybe it will be a blessing in disguise for some people.
Hmm.
But if ideal situation, a good marriage, a loving marriage, you're going to have some struggles. And the first struggle I think you feel is you feel the distance.
Yeah, yeah,
You feel the distance. You see, when you get married, you get used to certain routines. You get used to the idea of always having your husband with you or your wife with you. Unless you got married and from the onset it was a long distance relationship.
yeah.
Yes. But if you got married, you had a normal marriage that you live together with your husband, then all of a sudden work or school comes in and you have to move, you feel the distance. You will miss the things you do together. You will miss seeing your spouse's face. Somebody will say, oh, but we have FaceTime now, we have Zoom, we have WhatsApp calls. It's not the same.
Yeah, a young boy, and you know.
And you know, it's not the same.
Yeah.
So that is one struggle you will see, you will experience. Another struggle I think you also have is with your finances. Sometimes we don't think about it that way, but once there's a long distance relationship, that means you are maintaining two homes,
Yeah,
not one home. So now, if at first you are paying light bill for one home, now you're paying two light bills, two
yeah,
water bills,
yeah,
two bills, and even if there are children involved, that's a different thing
yeah,
altogether.
yeah,
So it affects your finances. There is a struggle. You
yeah.
need to rethink and you need to come back together as a couple to see what you can do about it. Another struggle I'll talk about is sex.
Yeah.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Let's talk about you and me.
Okay, so sex, don't mind us. So sex is another struggle.
Yeah.
Some talk about phone sex and all that. Seriously, it's not like the physical sex.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like about making love.
Yeah.
Okay, there will be times you feel for it,
Yeah.
and you even it doesn't matter whether you are very rich.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just move at your will.
Yeah.
Okay. And there are sometimes you are together, but at that particular point in time, you don't feel for sex.
Yeah.
So it kind of have a way you have to think about it, talk about it. It's a struggle.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'd be more of a struggle for our men. Or
Both.
so
Yeah.
having sex is another struggle
Mm-hmm.
you have. With. Now it also have a way of affecting the children
Yeah.
if you
The
have
children. Yeah.
children involved.
Mm-hmm.
You see, if your children are used to having both parents at home,
Yeah.
if they are very young, they don't understand the change. They don't understand why I can't see that. Why can't I be with mommy?
Yeah.
Why can't I have them at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, let's if you are in Kumasi, you can have a child saying, "Let's come to Accra." Because of work now, we are not together as we used to.
Yeah.
Um, and I have my little boy. We'll pick him up from school, then he'll tell you that let's come to Accra. As if Accra and Kumasi is like a 10-minute drive away.
Yeah.
They don't understand.
Yeah.
So it can affect the children. If you don't take it, it affects them even academically.
Yeah.
You don't get why your children are not pulling up. But because one spouse is not there, yeah, it takes a lot of work,
Yeah.
assurance for them to understand that maybe it's a temporary thing. We
Mm-hmm.
will come back together,
Yeah.
and this is the reason why we are not together.
Yeah.
Okay. Which other struggles?
I think there's also a problem with communication.
Yes.
You see, you have been used to a particular form of communication where you talk to your wife face to face,
Face to face.
and with communication there are words and there are also actions.
Mm-hmm.
There's non-verbal communication, there's verbal communication. You see, there are some things you say with your actions, it communicates better. There are some things you say without actions, it looks some way. Though I'm talking to someone on the phone, sometimes it's not, and as we're talking face to face, that's why. And sometimes you could get offended at what the other person is saying because you're not seeing the person, you're not seeing the expression of the person's face. Especially if your spouse is a sarcastic spouse or that thing. So if you're flowing with sarcasm, you could flow with a smile, a smirk, something like that. But if you're talking on the phone, how do I decode a smirk over the phone, right? If your spouse is being
Unless you know each other for a very
very
long time,
for a
then
very
you
long
know
time, then
that
you could
oh,
decode that
the
easily.
person is being
But sometimes
sarcastic.
it's a struggle. So communication is a struggle. I think the distance you mentioned, maybe I'll deal with I'll also add loneliness to it. It gets lonely, yeah.
Mm.
Especially as she said, if you are doing things together, you're going to the market together, you're going to shop together, you do walks together, and you are used to that kind of lifestyle. You can also really
And
feel
when it is raining
there's no
and it
cuddle.
gets cold,
There's no
there's no
cuddle for
cuddle
you.
for you.
For you, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no cuddle for you. So you're on your own. You just get some blankets.
And
Yeah.
one spouse also end up being a single parent in
Yeah.
quotes.
Yeah.
So if the children are with a man,
Yeah.
imagine a man struggling with 3 children on his own,
Two
or
children,
two
or
children, or
four or
four,
five. Yeah.
five, or if it is the woman.
Yeah.
If the two parents are together, you help to raise
Yeah.
them and
Yeah.
manage them, even deals with issues.
Yeah.
But if you are separated or distance have separated you,
Yeah.
then the children are with definitely one, not
Yeah.
the two of
Yeah.
you. So,
Yeah.
and it's not ideal also to separate the kids.
The
Say
kids,
that
yeah.
okay, then two should be
Maybe
with daddy,
here
two should
one
be mommy.
is
No,
on. Yeah.
it's not an ideal thing. So it's, as I said, it affects the
The struggle.
children,
Yeah.
and it's another struggle.
Okay. Okay. So I think basically we have touched on some challenges. If you have any challenge, just go down and type the challenge, which you add to the list we have
Mm-hmm.
provided, and I trust that we'll have a wonderful discussion. In the next session, we'll try to look at possible solutions you could have to some of the challenges. Some of the challenges you just have to adjust. So possible solutions to some of the challenges you will experience in long distance marriage and relationships, and I trust that we will be blessed and we'll get things right. So until then, may God bless you. May God strengthen you. May God keep you. May
Amen.
God smile to you.
Amen.
Bye.